Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition, The Shadows of Arm. And when last we left off, Terri, Coleman and the party walked around a quite large sewer, looking for items to solve a rather cryptic puzzle that I knew half of the solution to before I even went to get the clues, and it was all for a sword. This sword here, that has a converse button here. Does this mean that we can talk to the sword? It does indeed, but we don't yet know what the sword can do. We'll figure that out as soon as we rest. I've gone through all the inventories of the party members and sorted everything out. I've put everything into various containers. I've identified things that do not require the goggles of identification, and now it's time to rest. The skeleton warrior has been unsummoned. Healing has been done. It is time to identify some things, starting with this circlet. This circlet is the Circlet of Lost Souls. All you need to know is that we can't use it at all, because it's only usable by a shaman. So that is something to sell. Secondly, we'll identify this wand. It is a wand of magic missiles. It may only be one magic missile that fires out, but even one can be useful in disrupting spellcasting, so Edwin is going to have that. Finally, we're going to identify the sword. It is Lilarcor. Lawrence Lilarcor was well known not for being brave, but for being an idiot. As the tale goes, the boastful Lilarcor left his village at the urging of his friends so that the great hero could do battle with a devious treant. He walked for days in the dead of winter until, feverish, he found his target and began an epic wrestling match. Unfortunately, or perhaps luckily, the treant was nothing more than a craggy old normal oak. His friends had been jesting, not actually expecting that Lilarcor would go fight the fictitiously dangerous tree. That might have been the end of it, but Lilarcor, not really knowing what a treant was in the first place, didn't realise the truth. He eventually uprooted the oak and, marching proudly home, he declared himself a hero. Thus was born a laughingstock of epic proportions, and over time, the name of Lilarcor became the sacrificial fool in many tales of less than brilliance. It is not known whether this enchanted weapon is Lilarcor himself, perhaps imprisoned by an evil mage, or some other odd coincidence of fate, but it certainly acts in a manner consistent with his level of competence. If it is he has never bemoaned his captivity. He might not realise, or care, that he is no longer human. As a weapon, Lilarcor has its uses, but many a warrior has eventually given it away. Banter such as, "Ouch, that must have hurt," "Oh yeah, got him good," and "Beware my bite, for it might really hurt or something," is a constant barrage on a warrior's psyche. What we're looking at is the stats. Equipped abilities, immunity to charm and immunity to confusion. Those two things right there are really useful, and it is a +3 weapon. Although I'm going to regret it, let's have a conversation with our sword, shall we?
So, are we gonna kill something now?
The sword flashes for a moment, then sighs, since you are not impressed with its magnificence. What's your status, sword?
What's my status? Well, since when do you care about me unless I'm impaled in something's guts? Oh, well, fine. Let me think for a minute. I think you need to take better care of me. I got more chips than a blind beaver. I look like a second-rate pig poker.
This is the general caliber of conversation you're going to be having when you decide to converse with Lilarcor. But we're not done yet. We need to ask for Lilarcor's advice, as much as I regret doing so.
So, are we gonna kill something now?
Might you have any advice, O sentient sword?
Advice, eh? Well, besides working on your swordsmanship, besides that, I'd have to think.
Okay, take all the time you need. Really, take all the time you need.
Find someone rich and kill them. Then find someone richer and kill them too. Hack and slash your way to fortune. Woohoo!
If there's one thing I will say, it's that Lilarcor's mindset really fits in with some of the party members that I have in my group. That's the only positive thing I can say, aside from the fact that this sword is a really decent one. We're going to equip that sword to Terri, and we're going to give this sword over to Dawn. Why? Because this sword is innately a +2 sword. this sword can become a +2 sword. Unfortunately, it isn't always, which means that enemies that can only be hit by a +2 sword or greater will not actually be able to be defeated by Dawn to get the bonus that would make the sword +2. We're done for now, so let's go and head over to where those slavers are. If memory serves, the slavers are located in here. So it's time to do a little bit of buffing, and then move in. This could be a difficult fight. It's a long one, and there are a few opponents that hit quite hard. And we're going to have to save some of our more damaging spells. Namely the flame arrows. There is a reason that I've prepared 2 of them. Let us get Stone Skin ready. This time we're not going to be cancelling out any of my spell casting. At least I hope not. A lot of spell casting to do. And then we'll have this. Are we done? Not yet. There's one more thing I want to get cast, and that is haste. Now I think we're ready. Marvellous. Let us move upstairs. And note that there is going to be a hobgoblin over here to deal with immediately.
A quick prayer to Umberley is all that stands between me and the sea's bottom. Sure enough, eh?
You! How dare you! We were doing good business in this town before you took out my partner, Lenathan, at the Copper Coronet. Why are you out to ruin me? You're finished, slaver. Turn yourself in to the authorities. Turn myself in and spend my next few years in a dungeon? I'm not going to rot in prison over some worthless dregs, and you won't be the one to take me in if I do. At 'em, boys! Bah! Even I would ne'er trade children and women as if they were cattle. Let us plant an axe firmly in their skulls, Terri. Corgan is agreeing with what we're doing. And that's a good thing. The party is unified in our dislike of these people. Let us pause and very quickly deal with all of the opponents we have here. Step 1. You're going to attack the Priest of Cyric. Step 2. You're going to attack Captain Hagen. Captain Hagen is quite a difficult foe. You're going to attack the Slaver Guard. You are going to magic missile this opponent. You are going to summon up a dead ally over here. And we could have you assist in stabbing this Slaver Guard. Go! Combat engages! We need to keep our eyes open for Corgan's health, because Corgan's health is going to go down very quickly. But I do believe that this Priest of Cyric is going to die very quickly at the hands of Terri. And the Priest of Cyric is gone. Good. Edwin, focus on dealing damage to Captain Hagen. And I want you to attack here. You're going to go and deal with these people that are going over here to try and get Terri and everyone else by flanking. You're just going to walk around. We don't mind about you, Hobgoblin. You can just stay there. So, Captain Hagen is nearly dead. We could have you cast a buff spell. Seems like a good idea. It's a lot of damage that Corgan's taking. But fortunately, Hagen is gone. You're going to attack here, you're going to attack here, and the Skeleton Warrior is already fighting. Marvellous. You're going to flank around, and I think we've pretty much done this. No, wait, there's one more person. See if you can take care of that person. Skeleton Warrior is going to help, and this is pretty much done. Victory is ours, though Corgan took a lot of hits in the process. I was sort of expecting that because Captain Hagen is a tricky opponent. We can heal you up pretty quickly though, Corgan. I like that when you're hasted, the animation for healing actually ends before the spell does. Look at that glowing orb, it's gone now! Spell's still going though. Okay, the Bless is gone. Going to heal you up a bit more. We're going to have to go into there in a little bit, and that's the reason why I held on to all of those flame arrows. For now, we're going to grab some goodies. This magic composite longbow, these arrows, this money, this money, this money, this suit of magical studded leather, this potion of extra healing, 2 of them actually, another potion, more money, more magic arrows, another magic longbow, more money, more money, more money, and more money. Now, you can't carry very much else. You can carry loads, though. You're going to be carrying all of these suits of studded leather, and we'll have you carry the key as well. Why not? The studded leather and the splint mail, that will give us a tiny bit of money. There we go. Not much, but a little. Now, we're going to walk over to here, and we're going to be ready. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to trigger a trap. Should have paid attention to the fact that traps might be here. That's unfortunate. Fortunately, we have plenty of healing potions. Now, let's do this and make sure we don't fall victim to any other traps while we're down here. Or up here, as the case may be. Because I think this place is elevated. Either way, we have the key to open up here, so let's open it up. We don't want to open up here, however, because in here are trolls. Trolls are a nasty foe, because trolls can only truly be killed with certain elemental damage. One of them is fire. Now, this troll is going to fall over in a bit, and when that troll falls over, still going to be alive. This is what Flame Arrow is for. We're going to Flame Arrow the troll. And keep hitting the troll. The troll is now dead. If we can, we're going to try our best to get a hold of a weapon that has innate fire or acid damage, because then we can deal with trolls easily. There are two of them, unfortunately. They do deal a lot of damage. I want you to move back, Skeleton Warrior. I want the troll to get out before we attack. Hopefully there aren't more than two of them, because we only have 2 flame arrows. They also have a lot of health. But we're not doing too badly. There we go. The troll has fallen. We also have Melf's acid arrow, just in case we do need to deal with other trolls. And you're gone. Marvellous. Can we move into here? We can do. We're no longer hasted. In here is a small girl. Let's say hello, shall we? You're free now.
I don't know you at all. You don't live here.
My thanks to you, kind ma'am, for saving our lives. That monster surely would have killed us. And by us, you mean just you. Because you're all by yourself here. But either way, true enough, you are free now, so I suggest you flee while you can. Yes, ma'am. I don't know where we will go. Scornabel is so far away, but anything is better than fighting just so those evil men can laugh at us. Why do the slavers have so many children here? I'm not sure. I think one of them said that the merchant in Kalimport didn't want us anymore. We were worthless, they said. I think they would have killed us all if you hadn't saved us. Well, here is 100 gold pieces, child. Perhaps that will enable some of you to return to your homes. Oh, you are too kind, ma'am. This just might get some of us back home. Thank you, truly. Indeed, you are free now. Go, while you can. Okay, thank you again, ma'am. I'm sure the Lady of Joy will smile on you. Bah, it'd be a waste of good gold to give it to yon girlie. What be the point of adventuring if you gives all your wealth to waifs and the needy? We gain 3,500 experience, and a reputation increase of 1.
I'm waiting.
And off she goes. 100 gold will definitely get her back home.
Very well. Yeah, tell me.
The reputation increase has got us to a reputation of 10, which is only average. That is how low our reputation was at one point, that a reputation gain has only still got us to the point of...
My last owner always said I was sharp and edgy. He was such an ass.
Oh, did I mention that Lilacor is sometimes going to interject with witty retorts like that? It's like having me in sword form! Oh, it's going to be a long campaign. We're going to be using Lilacor a lot. Let's put all of these here, like that. We'll also put that there as well, because we're going to want all of these gems. We want every bit of gold that we can get. There we go, there we go. Can you identify what these are, Edwin? I'd appreciate it if you could. You can. Marvellous. You can also hold on to them. I had Edwin learn a few more scrolls while we were in the sewers. Weren't many to learn compared to before, only about 4. But 4 is still better than none. Ooh, flame arrows. They'll be quite useful for dealing with trolls. I like the fact that the game puts these here so that you have something that you can use to deal with trolls, and in fact I'm going to equip them. I do have quite a few of them in this bag. Let's see if I can find them. We have... okay, when I say a few, I mean 4. And we'll just get them all out. There we go. And we'll put that there.
I'm waiting.
Let's keep looking around.
Of course.
There are going to be more places to look. Yep, definitely more places to look. Let us open this
If
door.
that's what you want. Who are you?
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you ever so much for letting us out of here. I was so frightened. I'm getting out of here. 2,500 experience.
I'm waiting.
And we'll open this door.
Desire. Hello.
Eek! Who are you? You aren't here to hurt me too, are you? No, child. I'm here to let you free. Quickly now. Oh! Oh! I'm free! Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. More experience.
Yes, nothing to it.
Let's move forward a bit more. And we'll quickly have the skeleton look around here. Oh, look! A trap. Note, by the way, that the skeleton will disappear out of view because the skeleton doesn't reveal things like a normal companion does. Nothing in here. We'll have you deal with this trap in the meantime. It's a dangerous trap, but now it is gone. And there was nobody else in here. Let's have a look around here, shall we? Ooh, oh! By the gods, haven't we paid off enough of the council to not have you idiot army and soldiers barge in here every time you feel like filling your arrest quotas? Hold, you're not soldiers of arm. This changes things. Destroy these fools, men! Captain Hagen shall give a pearl to the one who makes the first kill. Well, we have a wizard to take care of. We don't just have a wizard to take care of, though. We also have a Yanti. Yanti are dangerous. Let's see if we can deal with the Yanti quickly. I'm going to have you go over here to try and distract the... Oh, there's more than just the wizard. There are quite a few people here. Let's see if we can take care of them, though. We're going to have you go over and help out.
Okay, I'm busy.
Not going to use Fireball. Fireball seems like a poor plan. But a summon monster spell. Let's work to Edwin's strength, shall we? Let's work to Edwin's strengths. He is good at conjuring. Oh, somebody's panicking. Oh, you can try and run. There is a second wizard. There's a second wizard. And we're in a bit of bother because we have one person that has been held. However, you're in some serious trouble.
What should I bet now?
Serious trouble. Because we have summoned a mighty Athkatla. Okay, that's an Athkatla. Not the most terrifying of foes. By far. We're gonna have to do something to deal with you. Another Melf's Acid Arrow, perhaps? Also, you dealt with the Yanti ages ago. Let's just move you back over here, shall we? I'm afraid that the wizard has run out of protective spells, which means the wizard is dead. And Dawn is slowly being attacked. That's fine. We're now flanking that person. And soon we'll be flanking you! Ha ha! And I think we're pretty much done. Also, I think that's a pretty magical cloak we're about to pick up. I think this may be the entrance you take if you decide to go through the front door. It's not a good idea to go through the front door. Let's grab loads of gold. There are lots of potions of ice dust here. Handy if you need one, I suppose. Another magical composite longbow. Another magical composite longbow. If you needed magical composite longbows, here's the place to go. Can we identify that? We cannot, but Edwin can. That's fine. +1 arrows. Excellent. They go onto the pile of +1 arrows that we're slowly accumulating. Also, we don't need that anymore. We can have this instead. And we'll pass one of these over to... We can pass that over to you, but on the other hand, we're not going to be able to get very much done. There we go. While you're held in place. Now we can have you look at things, and we'll put this here. You can't really carry anything else anyway, but if we drop a few of these... We could maybe have you pick up one more of them.
I will listen.
Yes, we can.
For now.
Anything that we can look at here? There are a few things. A few things to loot. Let's see if any of them are trapped, because I imagine some of them are. There are lots of things here to look at, after all. Well, first look at this. It's locked. It's no longer locked. It was also trapped. Should have checked that a little bit more closely. Either way, ooh, things. Lots of nice things. Mostly scrolls that I think Edwin has already learned, though. Let's have a look.
You are lucky I'm
Have you
here.
learned all of these? You have. Into the scroll case they go,
Go bother
as we
someone
have a
else.
look for more
I'm watching your
things.
back. I can do
We
that.
have this here. We'll have a look over there in a moment. There's nothing here at all. Who wants to bet there are going to be more Yanti over here, though? We did only kill one.
Mind your tone.
We'll have you drink this.
I'm waiting.
You can drink this. You can drink this. We really need to give you some better healing potions. Who has some better healing potions? You have a few. We'll, pass them over to you.
You are
There we
going
go.
somewhere you do not.
Now we'll have a look over here and see if there's anything trapped. There will be. There will definitely be. Or not.
Impressive.
Ah, there's a Yanti, though. Hello. That skeleton warrior's like, let me at him! Let me at him! Don't worry, we'll let you at him. Meanwhile, we'll go have a look inside here. And find not a whole lot. In here is really not a whole lot. And in here... oh, well, there's a oil of speed. That's nice. And there's only these two here. I've no idea where you're going, Viconia. You want to go over here. At least the inside is designed like a ship. I think it's quite neat that they kept the aesthetic inside. Okay, that is trap removed. And lock unlocked. And there really wasn't much in here. There's a little here, though. That's nice. And when we come back, folks, we're pretty much done in here. There's nothing more we need to do. We've cleared out all the slavers, I think. Not much more to have a look at. Once we go over here, I'm sure there'll be a few guards we'll have to dispatch. But otherwise, we'll be fine. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. That's one den of slavers. Pretty much cleaned out, I think. Hopefully. Later.